Okay, so this one is a mushroom and lentil coconut curry. It's really, really easy to make. We'll have it done in no time at all. And it's vegan. Let's get on with this one, eh? So this one's beautiful and really easy. So I've got roughly equal parts of coconut milk, cooked brown lentils, and mushrooms. So it's actually 2 cups of the lentils, 400 ml of coconut milk, and I think that's about 250 grams. 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green cardamom pods. Bit of fresh green chili, chop it smaller if you want. Nice tablespoon of garlic ginger paste. 1 cup of onion, cut nice and small, and then the big 4. So we just got a teaspoon each of turmeric, chili, coriander, and cumin. We're going to get this together in no time. So here we go. I've got some oil in there. I'm using a coconut oil, and I've really got a small amount. I'm really cutting back on oil. We're going to drop in the cardamom and the cumin. We're on a medium heat, just for a few seconds. Let them do their thing in that oil. They'll infuse it a little bit more, give it a nice flavour. Yeah, I'm famous for using quite a lot of oil, really reducing it down at the moment. And then we're going to go in with the 1 cup of onion, and we're going to go for 3 minutes. Okay, to that we're going to add 1 tablespoon of garlic ginger paste, which is a 50-50 mix of garlic and ginger. And we're going to add the mushrooms. I've kind of cut these quite chunky, cut them in half, quartered, you know what I mean, you can see there. Cut them much smaller if you want, or if you've got a different type like a button mushroom, you can put them in whole, can't you? So, about another 3 or 4 minutes. Keep it moving now. So it's starting to get a bit noisier because the mushrooms are releasing some form of liquid. Next up, we're going to go in with the cooked lentils. To that I'm going to add my fresh chili. And like I say, you can add more if you wanted, or less, and chop it fine if you like. Bit of salt. Again, I'm really kind of holding back on salt these days. And the big 4, let's have a quick look. So just a teaspoon each of these 4. Turmeric, coriander, cumin and chili. Or if you like, a curry powder that you might have. Right, about another 3 minutes. Very important to keep stirring now, because otherwise the powders are going to burn, and if they burn they get bitter. Really brilliant this is. Okay, 400 ml of coconut milk. We're going to turn the heat down now, not to a simmer, but just above a simmer, you know. We're going to now let this go for about 5 minutes. Really good. Really, really good this is. Okay, off goes the heat. That's beautiful. That coconut milk's reduced down or thickened up. We've got a really lovely curry there. Now, if you wanted, you could put some fresh chopped mint in there, or cilantro or coriander, as some of us call it. I'm not going to do that, but what I am going to add is some garam masala powder. A couple of nice pinches of that. Garam masala is a blend of spices, nice little finishing spice. We're going to give that a little stir up. Got yourself a lovely little curry there. I'm looking forward to this one. And there you go, that's a little beauty. Now normally you'd be having that with rice or with some bread, especially me, I like bread, you know, like a roti or a naan or chapati, something like that, paratha. But yeah, I'm off the old carbs, so I'm not doing that. But I'm going to eat that just like that. I'm really happy with that one. Beautiful. All right, so here we go. We're going to make some veggie burgers today. These are vegan, based with lentils. Got a couple of vegetables in there and some lovely spices. Really, really delicious. So these are really easy. I've got 2 cups of cauliflower. Now I've kind of half cooked that cauliflower just to sort of speed up time, but you can use raw if you want, but yeah, I've kind of half cooked that. So same again here. I've got 2 cups of cooked brown lentils. You can use a different type of lentil if you want. 1 cup of onion, 1 cup of frozen garden peas, 1 cup of grated carrots, and I've grated it really fine. Tablespoon of garlic, and then here a teaspoon each salt, pepper, cumin powder, and I've got there smoked paprika. Smoked paprika is wonderful in this. That's about it. Let's get moving. So I'm on an above medium heat. I've got in there some olive oil, not too much, it's probably 2 or 3 tablespoons. Let's get our onion and drop it in, followed by our garlic and the carrot. Now it's quite important that you get everything sort of cut nice and small, you know. Larger pieces are not going to be so good in the burger pate. So listen, we're going to go for about 4 minutes, then we're just going to start adding the other ingredients. Super easy. Okay, next up we're going to add the frozen peas in, garden peas, a cup of those, and then 2 cups of the broccoli. Like I say, I've cooked my broccoli. Sorry, not broccoli, is it? It's cauliflower. I've cooked this already. What I was going to say was that if you wanted, you could be using something like broccoli or mushrooms or any other vegetable that you fancy. Okay, about another 4 minutes. And then we've got just 2 more items to add. That's the spices and the seasoning and the lentils. Okay, let's do it. So, salt, pepper, teaspoon each, teaspoon cumin, teaspoon smoked paprika. Of course, you could be changing that. I wouldn't change the salt and pepper, but you could be changing the other 2, couldn't you, to something else, you know, some other spice that you like or herb. Okay, and goes the cooked lentils. 2 cups again. And then another 4 minutes. Keep it moving. We're done here. Okay, off goes the heat. We're now going to put that into your food processor, or my food processor. Okay, so it's all in my food processor. I'm going to stick it on, whiz it up for about 90 seconds. So that was actually 2 minutes, I think, and you should end up with that. Now what you want to do now is let it cool down, because obviously I can't handle it at the moment, it's very hot. And also, as it cools down, it'll be much easier to shape. You know, it's quite sort of wet still at the moment. So once it's cooled down, you actually kind of want to get it cold, really. You can then mold it into whatever shape you like. And I've just done them with my hands. I've got them in a ball, patted it down, round and round it goes. And I've got 5 lovely whoppers there, roughly the same size. I mean, not exactly, but they're beautiful. So I've got a skillet or a frying pan, whatever you like. Got a bit of oil in there. I'm using a canola oil. We're on a medium, well, in fact, just below medium heat. What we're going to do is drop these in. I mean, they're nice and pliable. You can sort of get hold of them, no problem. That, you know, like a kind of a burger that was made of meat, I suppose. You can just grab them. And what we're going to do is I'm going to cook these. Am I going to get 5 in there or 4? I don't know. Maybe. Might get 1 in there. See if we can get that 1 in there. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to cook these for about 4 minutes on each side, and I'm not going to turn them that much. They might fall apart. Okay, so I've done these for about, 4 or 5 minutes aside. I mean, they're cooked anyway, so you're just sort of browning them up, and I've got a nice little bit of blackening on a few of them, which I quite like, to be honest. So that's it. I mean, stick them in a bread bun if you want. I'm not eating bread at the moment, so I'm not going to be doing that. You can put cheese, mayo, egg, put bacon on it if you like, put what you want on it, can't you? But yeah, really beautiful, nice and easy. Yeah, I'm going to eat one right now. Okay, so look, I have just popped one in a burger bun with some salad and stuff like that, just for demonstration. I can't eat that. I'm not eating the bread at the moment, but yeah, they're really lovely. They are nice and easy to make and tasty. And like I say, play around with the spices. You can get whatever spices you like in there. That's it. Keep safe. Keep well. See you soon. Lots of love.